Welcome back to the finish line. So on today's video, we're going to have a look back on what happened over the weekend. So we'll touch on Altior, Nature River and so on. And we will also have a look at tomorrow's rescheduled card for Punchestown. And we'll also have a look at races from this weekend. Right. So Dave, welcome back. Hello, how are you?
Much.
What's happening?
It feels kind of weird being so
It
close
does.
to you.
I don't like it.
And I can actually see the laptop. I usually can't see a fucking thing when I'm in here.
There's people giving out about you with your phone.
But there's nothing I can do because
Bring your laptop.
I'm not bringing the laptop. You don't realize how busy I am. Like, it's on the phone. That's the main thing.
All right, bye. Jesus.
But I can see the laptop this time.
You happy?
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to start with Altior. Right, go off. What did you make of it?
I think he was unreal.
Do you?
Yeah, I can see why people will have different opinions on it, but I think he was only coddled along. I'm glad I backed him now before he ran Saturday. He'd be my idea, the winner of the Champion Chase now.
Okay.
I really thought he'd win. I must admit, I was when at 3 out when he was getting kind of scrubbed along, I was like, Jesus, what's going on here?
I was saying...
And he was kind of Nico, and as soon as he hit him with the whip and actually pushed him, he just like super speed.
I was watching at home and
he's like the Flash.
And Kate was sitting there and she was actually watching racing. And she went, oh, he looks like he's in trouble. I was looked up and I went, Jesus, he's in trouble. And the second he jumped, Nico got into him and he went, bye.
The jump on the last, it looked like Sorrel was still in a bridle and he went past him like he was standing still. And Dynamite Dollars was about 2 lengths ahead and he just flew past him as well. So I think he's just gone kind of lazy.
Yeah,
He's gone lazy, and I'd be
he's the running style of a Paisley Park and big bucks.
He's holding a lot back for himself.
Yeah,
he's he seems to be holding a lot back, and it's only when Nico finally gets stuck in. And Henderson said today, Nico was holding. As soon as he pushed the button, he was gone. So Nicky Henderson said he was delighted with the run. I think I said it to you yesterday. I think a race with better horses is going to bring out a better Altior.
I think going on, I've ifs and buts about it. I'll tell you why. He's never a really fast jumper. He was always kind of economical over his fences.
Some of them.
And I was looking back at last year's race, and he beat Plitterlog by a length and a half, then back to Sierra Royale. So that's a 166 rated horse and a 159 rated horse. Beat a length and a half. Probably Dawson, as he was. He's going to need to pull out probably one of the best performances of his life to win this. Because you have Shaq and Passois is rated 172 and Deffy's rated 170. The ratings say he's 175 rating. He's ahead on rating still.
Yeah.
But Shakan is lightly raced for his age. Deffy is the new up and coming kid. I personally think it's between him and Shakan. There's something about me telling me Deffy's going to be taken off his feet because this is going to be the proper 2 mile pace that he's going to come at. And Shakan can jump the speed, he can get away from his fences so quickly. Altior's been there, done that. I think this might find Deffy out. I'm going to get slated for saying I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. This is my opinion and that's what I think is going to happen. I think jump the last, if Altior needs to be off the bridle coming to the last, if he's still there, not off the bridle, but hitting turbo before he hits the last. Because I think Shakan could be well and gone before.
If he's within 2 lengths going to the last, he'll win. And he'll win going away.
I can see it happening. It's just last year's running kind of... when he won, I was all, oh, Jesus Christ, he's going to win Cheltenham Chase again. Then I went back and looked at last year's race. If he jumps the last like he did last year, or the second last the way he did, it's going to cost him a race, no matter how much turbo he has up his arm. Because he hasn't faced a horse like this before.
He had a worse prep last year as well, though. No, I can see your point, and I disagree with Effie. I think he'll be very good. I think it's a really good race, 3 good horses. But I can't look past Altior. Like, he's lost 1 race in his life over jumps.
Like, it's been no secret I've been advocating this fella before he even won the Supreme Novice.
If you had a bet surname that year, you wouldn't be that day, and they dropped him back and tripped. They said, "Oh, it was a one-time thing." You wouldn't be back in Shakan. You wouldn't be back in Deffy. You're you're backing Shakan in the hope that he's going to end up better than Altior, but there's only one Altior.
Totally agree. Altior is probably, in my opinion, probably one of the best 2 mile chases I've ever seen.
If he wins the champion chase this year, he's the best 2 mile chaser ever.
Come the day, it'll probably go on price between him and Shakan because I can't really split him. I can't get out of my head. To me, I've no reason in my head to say why Deffy's going to turn around Punchestown form with Shakan. He's had a hard race, blah. I don't buy into it. There was a plenty enough break between Cheltenham and Punchestown. There was a 5-6 week break between it. There was loads of time for him to have a rest, come back and go. They all say Shakan won a Mickey Mouse race around wherever by whatever lengths and came into that fresh as daisy. But he never looked like he was going to really beat any stage in that race. We were up there. And the second he won, two of us looked at each other and went, oh my God, what is that?
Oh, he's very good and he is very good, but he's not Altior.
I'm on about Altior, yeah. If I take Deffy out, I think it's between these two. To me, reverse forecast, whatever way it goes, I would love to see Altior win.
And to be honest, I can see what you mean about Deffy, but Deffy runs a couple of pounds higher at Cheltenham as well. He's really good around Cheltenham. I
don't know. I just never bought into him, and I can't get into it now.
You've never really liked it.
It's not. It's even at the Ascot race.
You didn't think
to me, a handicap chase to run faster and from a 2 mile out to the line, and Deffy hasn't beaten him.
You didn't think he'd win the Triumph that year. He won it either.
It's a Triumph hurdle. You try to find something that's beat.
You've never been on him, to be honest.
I've been on him. I was on him a few times, and he let me down. Look,
it's going to be a good race.
To me, Altior, if he turns up Altior wins every day of the week. But it's just the fact that he's had a weird season.
It's going to bring out the best of him. Like, against two horses that are going to go breakneck speed, and the way it'll be run is going to bring out the best.
Like, I'll have a look after now. If he's still around 9-4, 2-1, do you take a chance of backing him now? Because more likely than not, he's going to be the horse everyone latches onto. And he's going to go off favourite.
I won't back him again now. I'm happy with what I have. So.
Oh yeah, 9-4. No money back as well.
Yeah, I can.
That's good. Yeah. Right. So next we will go on to Native River. Right. So on to Denman Chase, where Native River be secret invested by 2 3/4 lengths. Quite handy enough. What you make of this? Something to take out of it?
A back secret investor, like I said, I wasn't going to do in the live video. He ran well, but he just wasn't up to scratch, really, was he?
Do you not back him without?
No, I just backed him straight up. I got greedy. I wanted 9-1. Like. He went out to 9-1.
I'm not greedy. I wanted 9-1.
Yeah, well, like I didn't want to get. They probably only give me 2-1 if I backed him without Native River.
In fact, the forecast.
Yeah, I'm sure. Look, there was a weird weekend. Neil Negra let us down for that treble.
Oh Jesus!
He's awful. He
can go. He's blocked from social media as well. Yeah. He's on the list. So I don't put him on the list. Poor.
It's not good enough for him to win a Gold Cup.
No, he is going
remotely close.
He is going Grand National.
Yeah, he'd have a great chance in Grand National.
Weights are out tomorrow.
He'd have a right good chance. Beating Secret Investor, and I think that's probably the best Secret Investor has ever ran in his life. He was really disappointing the last day at Cheltenham, but he ran really well now over the weekend. But beating him 2 1/4, 2 3/4 lengths is not good enough for the Gold Cup. And Native River looks like he's gotten slower, if that's possible. I
think he is an absolute. Oh, he's going to be some riding in a Grand National.
I don't know if the ancient Grand National fence is suiting, but he'd be right good in the Irish Grand National.
But they're not like they used to.
He'd be right good in the Irish
they're not going to go anywhere near an Irish Grand National. They'll go off and they'll take on Tiger Roll.
Yeah, I suppose.
If Tiger Roll decides to run, Michael O'Leary, he's too much weight, blah, blah, blah. After winning 2 bloody Grand Nationals, what do you expect?
Tiger Roll will run the Grand National.
Gordon Elliott will just tell him he's running.
Wouldn't it? He don't even fall. Like. It's not like it's even. He just skips over he hurdles.
He hurdles him. Yeah. I think he's I'd be interested to see what price he is.
He'll surely run the Gold Cup, but he's not going to go anywhere close to it.
He's going to be given on ratings. What is he? He's 171. He's 168. Tiger Roll is 171. Or is it the other way around? Sorry. He'd be getting weight.
However, if he does run in the Gold Cup, it's just again better for album photo.
It's going to be set up.
Pace will go and set it up for album photo. It's all coming up album photo.
It is. The more
Every trial that's gone past is just more, and he's getting shorter and shorter as well. But we leave it till the day and we go back in again then, because he'll get 5-1 on the day, because they'll latch on to Clandazobo.
Santini, what else? I guarantee they latch on to Percent and Percy for reasons that is beyond my comprehension. Whatever the word is.
Horse latched on to anyway. I reckon it's Clandazobo. His form is good, Clandazobo.
You can't go near him. He's a beast.
I don't think he stays up the hill, so he travelled like the winner last year.
He came there swinging, coming around the bend, and he seen the hill and he got sick.
Album foe. This all coming up.
Right, let's go on to my bite. He will never, ever win a race again in his life.
Over the banks, they're putting.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. He'll see the water jump and he'll probably dive into it.
I just don't understand.
Did you see his last few jumps going across?
It's a lunatic. Like.
They must have told him before the race he was going into cross-country races because he went across.
Very disappointing, I'd say, for the owners, because he just looked all the world beer, and he 2 okay seasons and he's just lost the plot.
I just seen here. Vet said Gelding lost both front shoes. He also lost the fucking plot.
Yeah, he is. I just don't know. I'd put him over banks is like
you're rather hiding to not
the last hurrah, like, isn't it? And they all say it as well, all the trainers. Oh, we tried him over a few hedges and a few tyres. Yeah, but sure, of course he's going to jump him around the field. Like, if you're making him jump, don't mean he enjoys it.
He's so going to run out coming around that tight bend in Cheltenham.
They should just call stumps with him now and retire him. He gave him a good day out when he won the RSA. So. He's won. Majority of them will come back. They'll drop into a handicap.
He won't.
He's not coming
he's
back.
Gone. He's gone. So since we're probably half talking about Tiger Roll, he is set to make his reappearance in the Boyne Hurdle on Sunday at Navan. He won it. He won it last year 25s, but apparently Gordon Elliott said he's worse unfit than he. That's the wrong phrase.
Do you believe that?
No, I don't believe that in training. I say.
There you go. I'm going back on Sunday anyway.
The entries aren't out yet. Hence, we're recording this on Monday because I've interviews on Wednesday and blah 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 for the preview, so we can't record it on Wednesday. So hence the reason we're doing it today. But next week we're back Wednesdays anyway. God forbid I don't fuck up sound because Kevin's going. This is Kevin's last one.
If the videos go to pot from here, lads, it's nothing to do with me because Andrew's in charge with all the technical stuff now.
Sorry.
Don't even ask me. I'm too busy.
I'm sorry. Just look, on a serious note, I don't know if you're going to hear this, but Kevin, thanks a million for everything you've done for us. We wouldn't have got where we are without you. And don't go to Barcelona, please.
That was nice.
It was, wasn't it?
I was surprised you put that in there. I would have said, well, yeah, thanks, Kevin, but yeah, I didn't expect it from you.
I tell the truth, though. What? Fuck you. Dickhead. Why?
Oh, I miss Kev. Why?
Why wouldn't you not expect? I just abuse you, that's it.
Yeah, I wish. If I had done it, I wouldn't get no props anyway. What do we have over here?
Fucking my hit list and you're on top of it.
Yeah, I have been for a long time.
Still can't get fucking rid of you. Also, Champ is entered at Weatherby on Wednesday, but apparently he's running on Thursday at Kelso. Yeah.
He needs to run again. Can't really go in after a fall, I don't think.
Yeah.
He win that, no hassle.
So we'll touch a bit more on the weekend's racing on Friday with another live stream, which will be better quality because the new camera should be here by then. And I'll have it set up properly and blah, blah, blah. We'll have the microphones and so it'll be all better. So
what do you think of the Betfair Hurdle?
We're getting there. Will you give me a chance? I have it all wrote down. So, Betfair Hurdle, yeah?
They ruined it with the stand and start.
Took the words out of my mouth. Please get rid of these stand and start. It's not fair on horses.
They needed to stop it. I was probably too far away from the mic there. As soon as the stand and start happened, Bannock Rebel was gone. Like, that was the end of that.
Not even Bannock Rebel. Not So Sleepy had no. Johnny Burke may as well just pulled them up.
He was gone. Bannock Rebel was gone. Then I was watching the race. I was like, right, Harambe is travelling all right here, and your man falls in front of him, and he upends Harambe. It was just a bad race. I was watching it. I was like, oh, it's one of them days. Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday wasn't a great day. It wasn't a great day. It was a load of seconds, a load of new Negro doing me balls.
One of them days. I really I fancied Harambe to go close. He'll go close in the hand.
I don't think he would have won that though. Pictori won it quite well.
I don't understand that horse either.
He was bought for ridiculous money, and all of a sudden he's at there.
The race that Thomas Darby won at Ascot a few weeks ago, Pictori was, I think, near enough favourite for that. And when I backed Thomas Darby, I was like, Pictori is the one to beat. And he came third last in that. And then he was totally overlooked for a bit for hurdle, which is understandable because the race in Ascot was supposed to be the race he was going to win. He had no form, to win the Betfair hurdle.
And then the other Nicholas horse in the same colours, a 50-1 was placed.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know whether they've been out of form for most season or Nicholas horse are just absolutely flying now.
They are flying at the moment, but that was a strange.
But you know what kind of might be good that come out of it, but not so sleepy. His marker's going to be unchanged now. And he'll hit
shouldn't even run a race.
Nah. He made a bit of ground at the back straight. But I think second Johnny was like, oh, my chances over here. Ease off him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give up on the Mannequin Rebel.
No,
and the horse that fed lightly squeezed, he was going to go close.
Yeah.
Thank God he got back up. He got a mother.
Harambe was behind him, travelling behind him.
I know, he told us already, get over it, you lost.
Cracking. But sure, look, that's the way it goes. It was a bad Saturday.
It was. Right, so now we'll go on to this Saturday and the Betfair Ascot Chase. Right, now the Betfair Ascot Chase over 2 mile, 5 furlong. So we have Surname, Riders on the Storm, Throwdown, Sail Cavadas, and so on and so forth. Do you think he's over exertions from Altior?
Throwdown's not going to run.
Right.
I wouldn't imagine so anyway. Surname will win.
Right.
Do
you not think he's honourable now after being...
No, not at all.
Probably back at this track now. He's taking a little walk in the market. He's nearly even money now.
This is his track, his time of year, his way around. He'll win.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not going to win. It's just with the drift in the market. I just think he might be pulled. Do you not think he might be pulled out at this stage?
No, he'll win easy as impressive probably as he did last year.
Him and the Riders on the Storm, either way.
Riders on the Storm have no hope against Sterling.
He's defined what? 162, one Fiesta fined £15.
He'll be looking for him.
And if he is declared and you get even money, mother of God, rowing.
If he's declared and it's still even money, it's the best bet of the whole year.
It's unless Riders on the Storm decides to grow another leg. Surname, you can see Surname be beating it. Tom, what do you think?
To be honest,
God,
Tom is
I'm going to do it. This is what Tom would do. Tom, this is for you. So I'm going to back Riders on the Storm each way at 3-1.
Yeah, he would actually.
That's what Tom would do.
That's a typical Tom bet now. Riders on the Storm each way 3-1. Yeah.
Oh God. The Throwdown runs. I don't think he's good enough either way. I don't think he'll win at Cheltenham either.
I think he's going to win at Cheltenham.
I think you're absolutely mental. It's a way better race than last year.
Yeah.
He's meant to be and Absolute Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, people are tweeting me, and so when they're talking about Absolute Cloud, it's all Absolute Tom.
That's what his name is, Sean.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Absolute Tom.
Right. Your kind of race.
Yes.
Grand National Troy.
For this one.
Over 3 miles, was it 5 or something like that? Oh, you have a lovely one for this.
Is it the same horse that I picked?
Oh, you're picking Finch's Clouds.
No.
What?
No.
Go on.
No, I'm picking the other colours, Lakeview Lad.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He owes me since Christmas. Where's it?
Come on, get there.
Oh, he's that's been taken out.
There you go. So you're back on the other fella?
I'm on Vintage Clouds.
There we go.
Right. I have 2 in this. Well, I've 1 really now, but I'd fancy that Vintage Clouds would run well if he's gone taking out Lakeview Lad. But
he's gone up £11 for that win.
Right, Haydock's not the best track in the world.
And really? I couldn't tell you like
said
that.
Out the last day, I'm never backing a Haydock again. But I can't not have a bet in a race like this. Right? It's actually a good race this year. There's some good horses in it. You got to be up with the pace around Haydock.
Oh, prices are out.
Too hard to come from behind. Right? 2 horses that are going to be up there.
He's still there.
Oh, Lakeview Lad is still there, right?
Vintage Clouds you're on.
No.
Or Lakeview Lad. Sorry, yeah. Lakeview Lad.
Lakeview Lad's gone on the racing posting here. Right? The 2 I had picked out, bearing in mind if they run, are Ramsey's the Tay and Lakeview Lad.
Okay.
Pipe has a great record in these kind of races. Ramsey Today probably won a hurdle race that he shouldn't have won the last time. A grade 2 hurdle. He was very, very good. He races up with the pace. He's been second in the Welsh National. It's an ideal race for him. Lakeview Lad didn't run all that well at Christmas in the race at Werribee, but ran okay over hurdles. Coming into his time of year, he usually pops up and wins a race like this. Again, he'll be up near the front. He's not going to come from the back. They'll be up near the pace, and it'll just be chaotic from the start. So the two of them, they're both each way price. And for a race like this, I think you want to be splitting stakes. You wouldn't want to be weighing into a heavy.
I hate that word.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to be weighing in heavy on one horse because it's too hard to pick in a race like this. There's good horse in it. Elegant Escape is in it too. Although he's slow, this kind of stuff suits him. So, but Lakeview Lad and Ramsey's the Taya for me, and probably Ramsey's the Taya if it's to pick. And they're both great. Surprise, surprise.
Shock. Anything front runners?
Yeah, Ramsey's the Taya.
Oh, jeez.
I love a great front
Would
runner.
you not think, though, Ramsey the Tay after the last day, would you not think they stick him over hurdles again?
I thought he was
at
going
Cheltenham
I
Festival?
would have backed him at Cheltenham if he ran the Albert Park look, but he's clearly going for the Grand National, so that's why he's in this.
Yeah. Guess who I'm putting up?
Oh my God, one for Art.
No! Incorrect. I really like two. One is...
If you say Al Enki, I'm walking out.
No. One is an obvious one, Trucker's Lodge. Second in the Welsh National behind Potter's Corner.
Yep.
So he's off 142, so he's racing off 10 stone 6. He's a kind of horse that's improving for the step up and trip this year, and I think he's going to run a big race, but 5-1,
Yeah.
I don't really like 5-1. Right. The one that caught my eye, we scroll down. Phoenicia Williams trained one style. He is carrying sweet fuck all. He's carrying 9 stone 7.
He's won his last few races fairly decently as well.
Very, very easy. He's been off the track. This has been his breaks between
He's out in
things.
a handicap though.
He's had a break of 422 days, 644, 601 days. He's very lightly raced for his age. He's a 10-year-old, but he's on a mark of 129. I think he's a lot better than 129.
You'd imagine he would be anyway, yeah.
So he's 20-1 right now. I think he is a great bet in this. He goes on the ground. He will stay the trip.
Going by the style of our horses, he'll be up with the pace.
He's up with the pace. He's been front running. What you want at a track like this. I think he's a cracking bet at 20-1.
Is the ground going to be heavy?
The round is heavy, isn't it? Sure.
That's
with all the rain and that Storm Ciara ruining everything.
That wouldn't give out about that one at all, no.
He stood out to me a lot now. 20-1 at the prices.
That's a good call.
I'd have a nice little each way bet in that.
Yeah.
That's
That's an each way betting race.
Yeah, like those last two races. He won his last two races. The first one he won by 16 lengths. The second one he won by 20 lengths. They were all eased down.
I can see your point with Trucker's Lodge, but I'd find it very hard for him to come back after the Welsh National and run well in another big race like this. Very hard to do.
He's had a nice little break to get over though.
Very hard to do unless you're like proper grade 1 horse, and he's not.
Yeah. If it was the race was on tomorrow now, I'd back one style. And I might back, I don't know if he's going to run, but I'd probably take a chance at 20-1 to back him now.
Yeah. Not a bad call.
Right. So now there's a rescheduled car for Punchestown that's on tomorrow. So there's one or two horses that I like in that. So next we'll touch on Punchestown and give you them picks. Right, so as we said, we're going to touch on Punchestown for a few minutes. This was the car that was meant to be run on Sunday, but was called off due to Storm Ciara, who is still wreaking havoc. Bar us, we're the only one not getting snow right now.
It is actually quite bad. There's been a lot of people, no electricity and battered with wind and all that. But Waterford as ever is not an issue.
Avoided at all.
Yeah.
Right, there's two horses I really like who run tomorrow, and the first one is running in the 150, which is the second race, and that's Front View. He was 6.5 lengths behind Envian in a maiden hurdle at Down Royal at the start of the season, and then he went on to win his maiden hurdle at Cork, beating Uhtred and John Snow.
Yep.
I think he'll take the world of beating tomorrow. I think it's more or less the same field that was on Sunday, so he was 6-4 favourite then. I think he'd be very hard to beat. You have
I wouldn't usually back on a random Tuesday, but it's obviously a rescheduled weekend race. I would have backed him the weekend. So if he's 6-4 or 5-4 tomorrow, I probably will back.
Yeah. One I think you can throw in a double with is the horse that Asteria Forlange beat in his main hurdle, Pencil Full of Lead.
Yeah. Again, if he runs.
He is rubbery powers on him. They're all declarations.
I was going. This was from yesterday. It wasn't a Sunday. I was going down a treble with a Pencil Full of Lead, front view, and something at Exeter. Can't remember what it was.
I'll give you one for that treble now in a minute.
Okay. Go on.
Right, so I think Pencil Full of Lead is. He can't be beaten this, can he? No.
You wouldn't imagine he'd be beating it, but
there's not there suggesting that anything's going to beat him. You have Robin de Savolo, who's been backed his last few times, but he's third and second, beaten fair enough. I'd like him to see a win because we have a hard on for Asteria for lunch.
He will win.
Right, so
Surely good enough to
one I think that another one that will be very hard to beat is 0-10 for Emmett Mullins. He won his beginner's chase at Gorham Park, then he was second behind Cashback in a beginner's chase at Navan or Naas, and Dunvegan was just behind 2.5 lengths, but that was his first run properly of the season, and that was Dunvegan's second or third. I think this lad's going to take a world of beating in this.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. You're going on the Cashback for him, but I don't know.
Oh,
I'd do a double and not putting him in a treble.
Oh, he's a chaser out now.
No.
He jumps so he just blew up coming up down the straight.
He'll get bet tomorrow.
Huh?
Something tells me I thought he'd get bet yesterday when I was looking at the card. So
I don't think he's like he won that novice hurdle.
I wonder if he'll still be on tomorrow.
Surely,
I hope so.
It's going to be heavy ground either way.
The course was fair waterlogged yesterday. Like.
That round like.
Yeah, well,
5 minutes.
It was bad yesterday, so they must have some drainage up there.
Did you look at the Grand National trial for this?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Right, go on. What do you think of it?
I'll be honest, it's a terrible race, but if I had to pick something, I'd pick Forza Milan.
Ah, yes. We're on the same page. Second behind Carefully Second last time. Yeah. Kevin Broder accepted defeat and just flicked him out hands and heels. He used to be trained by John Joe O'Neill, and they taught a lot of this fella before he went over fences. And I think on 138 he is on a fair enough mark that he can exploit.
And Gavin Broder has taken 7 off him as well, so he's carrying very little weight.
He's carrying 10 stone 3. No, 10 stone 5.
Like you'd expect him to be winning something like this. Like
you have Pleasant Company who's on a retrieval mission.
And the way the weights are with Pleasant Company running, he's so far ahead of the others in the ratings. He's keeping the weights nice and low, but some of the horses in this are absolute dog shit. Like they are.
That's so wrong.
They're terrible. Like, but God only knows what to win. But like if I have a bet tomorrow, I'd back Forza Milan.
You'd imagine Millennial Tildawn will be favourites after he opened it up last time, but he was on won that off 116. He's up to 130 now. He's gone up 14 pounds for that.
Yeah.
It'd be hard.
It's a random Tuesday tomorrow, and the card is on because of Storm Ciara. But there's a possibility you could win a few pounds tomorrow. Front View should win. Pencil Full of Lead should win. And
0-10 should win.
You'd be hoping to get an each way price on Forza Milan. So there is money to be made tomorrow, lads.
Yeah, I'd be quite sweet in Forza Milan on that now. Right. That is. Yeah. So what we're going to do now, instead of recording another video, we're going to go and give you probably a second last Cheltenham Festival anti-post tip. Yeah?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's much point in doing a whole lot more. Maybe today and next week.
Today and next week. So today I'm going to give one in a handicap.
I have one in a handicap and one in a championship race.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. Right, so now on to our Cheltenham Festival anti-post picks. Take it away, Stats O'Keefe.
Right, so I have 2 for this. It's probably not surprising to people the regard I hold Benny to do, and I think she's one of the best horses in training. She's only showing more and more how good she is. With Willie Mullins losing his champion hurdle horses, I think she's a shoe-in to go for the race.
You think so? I'd imagine
right?
so.
We had big discussion in the Leopardstown video about Honeysuckle and Benny and where they're going to go, and they should talk to each other. Henry de Brom has really pulled back on the champion hurdle talk, and it seems she's full sure to go for the mares now, right? I think Benny would beat her, but the champion hurdle is wide open, right? It's winnable. He done it with any power. Everybody thought she was a 3 miler, 2 mile 4, dropped her back in trip, and she won the race. I can see him doing it again with Benny. If he's been honest saying that he thinks Benny is better than any power, then she'll win the champion hurdle. There's not a shadow of a doubt she's better than the horses that are in it. She probably has Epiton to beat. Epiton's not in the same league that any power.
No, she's not. Nowhere near it.
And then the other horses that are behind her. No, you can still get 6 to 1.
You can get 13 to 2 with William Hill as of now.
You can back her non-runner, no bet, and around 5 to 2, 3 to 1 in some of the bookies. But you'll get 6 to 1 if you take the chance. Have a small bet on it. If she runs in it and she gets declared, she'll go off favourite.
I'd take it. I'd back her. I'd have to back her and you have to back her 6 to 1.
So that's the first one.
My advice would be take the 6 to 1, take a chance.
Yeah.
If she's declared she's going to be 2 to 1 favourite, she's going to be clear favourite. Because as you said, there's no doubt in my mind she's clearly the best horse in that race.
He's not, like, the stable is not afraid to put mares into races as well. Like you put Cavega against males in Punchestown. He done it with Any Power twice. He done it with Lorena last year. He thought putting Lorena in a weak champion hurdle last year as well. He thought she was going to win. Benny to do is twice the horse Lorena is.
She's about 6 times.
So I think she's a great bet at 6 to 1, especially now that his other horses are gone. And the second one is in the Coral Cup. It's Thomas Darby in the Coral Cup. He seemed back to himself the last day winning at Ascot. Ollie Murphy is a good trainer. He's a really good trainer. Right, he's got a 5 or 6 decent horses there. He won his first grade 1. He's another couple coming through. Thomas Darby, the form of the Ascot race looks a little better with Pic Dory coming out and win the Betfair hurdle. Maybe one of the best Betfair hurdle, but he had him beat a long way at Ascot, and he's come out and won the Betfair hurdle. Coral Cup suits him down to the ground. He's too slow to go 2 miles. He was staying on all the time last year. Ran well in the Supreme, so runs well at Cheltenham. He doesn't jump well enough to go over fences. Keep him over hurdles. Throw him in a handicap at Cheltenham, and you're going to have a good chance. He's 12, 14 to 1.
Can't knock that.
So,
touch of class and handicap.
He does have a touch of class, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to put up the one that I put up on the live stream in case people didn't see it, and that is Chosen Mate for the Close Brothers, or whatever it's called now. Something insurance. Something.
It's a mad name.
Whatever it's called. So it's Chosen Mate, trained by Gordon Elliott. He won last time out at Gorham Park, beating Capuchin Mix by Henry de Brom, had beaten by about 11 lengths, I think. Before that, he was sent off 6 to 4 favourites in a beginner's chase won by Animix. He was beaten.
That Capuchin Mix is just one of the best names ever.
That's a great name.
Every time you say it, I'm giggling. Oh, it's great.
I'm at the losing train of thought now.
Very good.
Oh, the race before that, yeah. Animix won that. Enigma of a horse again. And before that, again, this is where it gets interesting. He was third in a beginner's chase behind Mellon and Gallant John Joe. Right, Mellon disappointed last time, but Gallant John Joe was third in a grade 1 at Leopardstown at the Dublin Racing Festival. So he's off a mark of 142, which I think is fair enough. A Plutard won this off 144 last year. I'm not saying he's as good as A Plutard, but he has that class. He's a grade 2 winning novice hurdler last season, about in February or something. And I think he's a great chance. You can get 14 to 1 in a place. Apparently he's been aimed for this, and I'm at the back of him already, and I think he's a great bet for the first day at 14 to 1. Now, on to another handicap. It kind of is an obvious one. It's not an obvious one, but it's a horse that has been doing nothing but improve all season. Tracy's Enniscorthy.
Oh yeah, for the Pretemps. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
He's off 138 now, so he definitely gets into it, and
he looked like he's another win after.
I think there's a lot left in this fella. The Jam Man came to him, who was another one that's at improving.
It's only from out the road.
Yeah. And Jam Man was second to him last time, and he was touted to go into the long walk hurdle at Ascot before he had a setback. So I would not crab that form at all. He went up £10 for it, up to 138. He's 10, 12 to 1 in the place. he's a great each way bet. You're going to get about 6-7 places on today. He's going to be up to the pace. He stays the trip. I can't see the trap being a problem.
To be honest, a lot of them Irish 3-mile hurdle races are hard to call, but the form stacks up when they get to Cheltenham. Yeah. So he's a good one. I would be fancying him myself.
I like that now. 12, 14 to 1.
There'd be a lot of money on him down this end of the country, I'd say.
Oh, everyone be on him. Yeah. So that's my 2 for Cheltenham. Right. So hopefully I'll keep you updated on social media. If the new camera comes before Friday, we will have a setup and we will do a proper live one with the mics and all that, because we did one on the laptop and I hated it because the quality was shite.
It was a disaster.
It was shite. Let's be honest about it.
But sure, look, it's all trial and error.
It's trial and error. Look, we're trying to get it perfected for the Cheltenham Festival preview, which is on in Friday 2 weeks.
Friday 2 weeks.
Fuck, it's on Friday 2 weeks.
I wonder how Tom is. He's really not checking in.
No, I haven't heard from Absolute Tom yet. Tom,
he said hello on Saturday, but that's all he said.
That could have been someone robbing his phone.
Well, that's the other side of it.
Yeah,
because there's only one word.
Yeah, and he hasn't been seen since or heard from social media. Tom, let us know you're alive.
He's not working that hard, like.
No, he's at a wedding now.
He's also not drinking that hard, like. The time difference is all over the place, but like.
It's not. It's only like an hour.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm even more worried now. So.
He's dead. Poor Tom. So, anyone wants to replace Tom at the Cheltenham Festival preview? Give us a bell.
I just want the bets he has for Cheltenham. Not that I don't think any of them are going to win anyway. So.
That's true. Well, Absolute Tom will.
No.
I'm fully gone on Absolute Tom.
He's been so hard on him all year. It's the kind of thing that he will not make it even 2 offences.
Imagine.
That's what's going to happen.
Poor Tom.
Do you know when you're so sure of something and then it just doesn't go to plan at all?
Oh, like Benny come down to the last.
Yeah, last year.
Broke my heart.
I was so sure like last year.
I turned to you coming down that hill and I said, she going to fall.
Yeah. You ruined it.
But I called it.
You said like 4 out. Oh my God, Dave. This thing is an absolute weapon. 3 out. This is a weapon. 2 out. This is the easiest bet where 1 out she's going to fall. And then she fell. I was like, oh my God.
Mystic Mac right here.
Oh my God. She's going to win it back this year. Same thing that Paddy Power did.
She is. I totally agree with that. Right. Before we waste any more time and bore the living shite out of you. As I said, we'll be back Monday. Comment below on your selections for the week. If your Cheltenham Festival bets, put them in underneath. Who do you have to back in?
The questions was good that week as well. So if people
I was meant to write down the questions. I forgot to write. My bad.
I'll throw them in there again anyway.
We'll do them on Friday. I'll pick them up and we'll do them on Friday. We'll do a Q&A. So whatever you want to ask, put it under this video. We'll answer it. Hit us up on Twitter as well. What's my thing? At Halligan135.
I don't have Twitter.
Dave is at I don't have Twitter because I'm too cool.
I actually do have it. I don't use it.
Why don't you use it?
I don't even know my login anymore.
It's Halligan88. Halligan 88 or on the finishing lines one, which is at finishing_line. Right. So that's us done for this week. So, lads, thanks again for watching, and we will see you on Friday, hopefully. Oh, and thanks, Kev.
Thanks, Kev.